let's do a little name dropping. I'm throwing you another curveball, but I've seen it in your articles. We've talked about it before. You know, it's wise to take a couple steps back and set aside the budget to hire someone like an Ari Kaplan or RPC Strategies. We specifically do product strategy, and we have 3 categories of competitive intelligence or the product or whatever. You know, there's Brad Blickstein, Amy Juers with Edge Marketing. There are in the industry, and then with Valerie Chan with Platform, there are in legal tech, there are specific experts who all of us have been lawyers or paralegals. We have 20, 30 years experience in the industry. It makes sense to take a step back and set aside the budget and choose the right one of us for what your goal is, but let someone who within the industry come in and do that outside looking in competitive and market and product research for you. You've written about that too. So what is your opinion about some of that and some of the people you've met in the industry and how that could impact a legal tech's opportunity to be successful?
Yeah, there is a big distinction between the vendors out there who have someone like you or some of the names that you mentioned, Melissa, versus those vendors who don't. And as a journalist, I could tell the difference right away. Someone who relies on that third-party help, you could tell that they understand the importance of getting their message out there correctly and trying to understand where the market is versus those vendors who haven't sought that type of help and might be oblivious to it. So absolutely, speaking to a third party who can craft your message, figuring out where your tool might fit in the industry. They have connections, with journalists like myself, but they also have connections with other vendors, and they will know where your product fits into the market and the best way to get that product out to the market. The names you mentioned, they all have experience doing just that. So that's probably somewhere where I would go. If I was just starting a brand new startup in legal tech, you would contact someone like you or some of those other names you mentioned just to get the word out there correctly. Make sure that your messaging dominates the market in a way that makes sense and connects to those law firms out there who are going through major problems right now and trying to connect those pain points.